people. So for us, our site is our first impression. No matter what, no matter who we are, no matter where we go, our site is the first impression. What we see is our first impression. Last month, I've been looking for a job. For those who don't know, I'm actually looking for a job. So I actually went for a couple of interviews. And, most of them, I still haven't gotten a job yet. But one of the interviews actually stood out to me, which was the reason why I chose the theme for today, which is don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so this interview stood out to me because the interviewer kept telling me, "Oh, you look like someone who is doing this. Oh, you don't look like someone who can do this. Oh, you sound like this person and you don't know much." And it really crushed my confidence a little bit because it was an industry that I wanted to get in. So hearing that, it made me feel like, man, do I really deserve, what I've done for it, what the things I prepared and all these kind of things. So I was quite I guess the word is depressed for quite a while because it's like you really wanted the job, you really wanted to do this, really wanted to do that, but somebody who is kind of your superior is telling you, no, you don't know enough, you can't do this job and all these things. And so I was quite sad. But so a couple of weeks later, I heard a very motivational talk. Actually, it's from for those people who do a lot of talks and listen to motivational speakers. I think you guys should know him. Is Vin. So Vin said that. So I see Shirley nodding her head, so she knows. Vin said that for the people who are going for interviews, actually, in actual fact, you actually qualify for the job because they already seen your work, your history and all these things. You actually qualify for the work. But unfortunately, when people see you, they start to make their own impressions. They start to make their own judgments and say, oh, maybe this person doesn't look the part. This person doesn't fit into our mold, that kind of thing. So that really motivated me in a way because instead of me feeling that I'm the problem, as in like, I'm not good enough. Am I not like prepared enough and all these things? Or have I done all this work for so many years and it led to nothing? No. But in actual fact, people actually have their own preconceived notions. They have their own ideas of what they want. And sometimes you just don't fit into the group. One of the things I like when just now when Melinda said that, oh, we want a positive and safe environment. And I think, that's what I'm trying to do as well. It's like, oh, I want to put this here, I want to put that here. So instead of feeling that people are judging me, I want to be proud of who I am. And I want people here who are in Toastmasters as well to be proud of who they are. Like just now, someone mentioned, I can't remember, but someone mentioned like, oh, mothers or people like that who are going for talks. If you can present properly, if you can talk properly, people will see you in a different light. So that's why I feel Toastmasters is very important because it gives people the motivation to try stuff out. It gives them the motivation to do things that they might not have done. And from there, they build their confidence. And from there, they go out into the world and show people that, hey, don't look at me for what's on the outside. I might be a 40, 50-year-old, like white hair or something like that, or I might be somebody with tattoos all over my arms. But the most important part is you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. You should judge a book by its content. All right, so that's the theme of the day. So right now I want to introduce the role players for today, which is the first one. We have our grammarian, Benedict. So I'll let him introduce his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Nicholas. As a grammarian, my role is to take note of any grammarian errors when the speaker is speaking on the stage and how to improve the grammar usage based on what he or she is actually delivering in the stage. Back to you.
Okay, and then thank you, Benedict. Next, we have our R counter, Shirley.
Everyone, I'm the R counter for today's meeting. So the purpose of the R counter is to note unnecessary words and sounds in your speech. So I'll be taking notes on the usage of words such as like, yeah, and the rest of other words that is unnecessary to your speech. So I'll be taking notes, and don't be so nervous on the usage of filler words, but it can be good if you can reduce the use of these filler words. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Shirley. And I think we should point out the word of the day, which is aspirational, which means a hope or ambition of achieving something. So like for me, the job that I was interviewing for, my aspiration was to be a writer or be a journalist. So that was my aspiration. So yeah, okay. So next we have our timer, which is by Genison.
Hello, I'm your timer today. As I see that there's no non-Toastmasters here, I will give green timing when green time is up, yellow when yellow time is up, and red when red timing is up. And I will also raise my hand so you can see me regardless of whatever is happening in the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Genison. And last but not least, we have our general evaluator, Azim. I think he's supposed to, yeah, so general evaluator Azim. So can you introduce your role?
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. As general evaluator, I evaluate the flow of the meeting. I will evaluate the Toastmasters of the day during my general evaluation sessions. I will evaluate the role plays as well. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
All right, thank you, Azim. Okay, so next we have our prepared speech. Today we only have one prepared speech by our very own President, Melinda. Yeah, I think I'm reading that right. Yes, okay. Then can we have the evaluator, Adam, to introduce what Melinda is doing today? Oh. Adam. Oh.
I think Adam is driving on the road, right?
Hi.
Oh, he's driving on the road.
Okay. I think Adam
Yeah,
is
I'm driving, so I will not turn on my video, but allow me to read Melinda's speech objective. Melinda is doing connecting effective coaching level 3, connecting with storytelling. The purpose of the speech is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. The time given are 5 to 7 minutes. Melinda, who am I? Who am I? Melinda. Back to you.
Okay, so thank you, Adam. So Adam is driving, but drive safe when you're listening to the speech. So we'd like to leave the floor for Melinda for her prepared speech today, which is on effective coaching level 3, and the title is Who Am I? Melinda.
Why buy flowers when it will wilter anyway? I'm sure the guys will agree to this. What if I say flowers can create a positive lasting effects in your relationship? It can turn your angry wife to a happy wife. Will you still buy it? Flowers act as an expression of showing love, comfort, and respect. Don't you agree with me that this is how we represent flowers? As you know, being Asian, your parents always ask for at least a boy in the family so that they can keep the generation surname. You must try very hard to get a boy in the family in order to feel like you have succeeded as a family. So in my family, that was the case. my sister was born first. So surely the second child, they would expect it was a boy. When the second baby was born, the baby was around 3.4 kg. Born with dark hair, dark skin color. The outward looking features, my mom was confident that it was a boy. Forget about the gender reveal in our current generation. In the olden times, you will never know what gender beforehand. And usually it just comes as a surprise. So my parents opened up the wrap and checked the gender. There was like, oh no, is another girl? Indeed, I came as a surprise gift to my parents. Thankfully, my brother was born after. If not, I think my mom had to keep trying until she get a boy. So how many of you here are a middle child here and always feel like you are neither here nor there? Again, being an Asian, you live in your parents' dream. How many of you understand what I mean? So usually, you already have a roadmap ahead of you. So when you are younger, when I'm younger, my parents send the girls for piano classes and the boys for taekwondo. So for my sister, she went for the piano class. Then my brother went for the taekwondo class. And when it came to my turn, of course, I went for the piano class. And after my first class, I came home telling my mom, I don't like piano because my finger was so short. And when I pressed the last piano key on my little finger, I have no strength to push it. Then my mom said, since you say you don't want, then don't play, lor. Just remember that when you are older that time, don't say because I didn't send you to any class. So you see, my mom will surely agree that she has saved a lot of money of not sending me to piano classes. Then I told my mom, I would like to go for taekwondo classes then, like my brother. But she said, you are a girl. You shouldn't be learning taekwondo. So ended up, my sister got her piano grade, my brother got his black belt, and I got nothing. The first child gets everything. The younger child also gets everything. How about the middle child? She will get whatever passed down from the sister and always will have to give away to her little brother. To be honest, I can't recall having my own choice of clothes. And also I can't recall of any of my favorite toys because most of my toys I have to give it to my brother. And don't you see this? Being a middle child, I saved my parents a lot of money growing up. Again, being an Asian mom, we like to have comparison. I was always being compared with my sister. Will it be my grades, my appearance, my social skills? I wasn't that fair, beautiful, long-haired girl with a smart brain. I was dark, tomboy cut, quiet, introverted, and loved to daydream. I always dream about my Prince Charming coming one day to marry me and live the life happily ever after. So for the past 17 years, I have been living in such way. I remember vividly in my mind, it was a few months before SPM. I was sitting in the car, and while I was daydreaming again, my mom woke me up by asking me this. So what are you going to be after you have graduated? Will you be like the lady sweeping the floor on the streets? I think at the moment I woke up from my dreams and studied fervently. To my surprise, a grade C students can even get A's in her SPM, and I even score more A's than my sister, if you want to compare. From then on, I knew that I'm not stupid, useless, or I can be smart too. Since then, I studied well and my result just got better, and my social skills also improved over the time. And I never knew I would even gain a master and score the highest CGPA of 3.9. I had my highest degree compared to my other siblings. Wow. You see, I was once being compared, not knowing my potential in myself. I live in a false dream, a false representative of myself. You actually define who you are and what you want to be and who you want to be. Do not let anyone to put a false identity in you. So next time, if you think about getting flowers for someone, don't think that the flower will wilt, but rather how you would like the flower to represent you and how the flowers is going to bring its value. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Melinda, for your very passionate speech about who you are and how being someone who has what do you call middle child syndrome. My wife is middle child as well, so she complains to me a lot, saying that the oldest daughter gets all this, the youngest daughter also get this. Actually, I think she is like 4 girls and 1 boy. So they were like trying really hard to get a boy. So she will tell me a lot about these stories as well, that is like sometimes you're not this, then you're not that, you're not scolded enough, or you're not the one. This sounds a bit cruel, but you're not the one your parents want sometimes because they want a boy. So I feel your struggles. What was the word? Vicariously from my wife's life. So she tell me like all these things. So it's like, yeah, I feel you a lot from your speech. Okay. So today, since we only have 1 speaker, so I think for now, I think Kennison is the timer is supposed to report the time, and then. Are we supposed to do voting for this one? Or because there's only one person,
no voting. No voting. There's only one person.
Yeah, okay. So no need to vote lah. All right. Then in that case, then we move on to the next agenda, which is the dynamic shout-out session, which I will pass on to Nikki.
All right. Thank you very much to Nicholas. Just to add on to Nicholas' comment about middle child, my wife is a middle child as well. So she always say that have 2 kids enough already. If you have a 3rd kid, your 2nd kid will become the middle child. I think it's just a random comment. Okay, so all right, so let's move on into the dynamic shout-out session for today. Okay, so I think that Nicholas' theme for today, which is don't judge a book by its cover, is an interesting saying. Because sometimes an outward impression of the cover doesn't fully capture the richness of the story within the book. And just like what Nicholas explained, meaning if you want to fully experience a good book, you got to look past the cover and slowly get into the chapters. You want to enjoy a good story, you need to start from the introduction, and then you proceed into the midway of the story, and then finally the conclusion. And you cannot experience a story just by looking at the cover itself. Nice cover, and then suddenly you get a story. You don't, or you cannot experience a story by jumping chapters around. You cannot shortcut like, oh, I want to read straight away to the end. It doesn't work that way. And it is the same with our lives here. All of us, we have our own life story and our life journey currently being written as a version of our own book. In our book, we have our own chapters that we need to go through in life to get to where we want to be. In other words, we cannot jump chapter and hope to achieve the end of our book story immediately without going through the initial earlier chapters. And regardless of that, every chapter represents different seasons of our life. And in every different chapters and seasons of our life, you have different things to fight for. You have different challenges to overcome. You have different goals and aspirations to achieve. Every chapter is meaningful on its own. There is no saying that, okay, this chapter is better than the other, but every chapter is meaningful on its own. Some of us, maybe we are in a chapter where we need to fight and build our career development and financial stability. It's about sowing seeds and working hard for the future. Maybe some of us, we are in a chapter where we are doing self-discovery. We don't want to live life on autopilot anymore, but we want to live more intentionally and we want to fight for our future. Or maybe some of us, we are in a family building stage. Our kids are still young. And there are certain things we have to forego in life in order to spend time to nurture our kids. And maybe some of us, we have goals and dreams that our heart want to achieve, and we are working extremely hard each day to get to where we want to go. So my question for today is, in this current chapter of your life, what are the very things that you're fighting to achieve? What are the things you are learning to become better? What are things you are already grateful that you have or already achieved, but you would like to expand and explore more? All right, so here's how we're going to do it today. I would like to invite each one of us to answer this question. Okay, I'm going to put it down in the Zoom chat as well. What is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? What is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? All right, so we can share with everybody here so that we know what you're going through. And the thing is that sometimes in a Toastmasters meeting, we don't want to be over caught up with keeping the motions running smoothly and things like that. But we also want to know the personal journey of our fellow Toastmasters brothers and sisters. Because what makes a club truly meaningful and interesting is not just the programs alone, but it's the friendship and the fellowship that matter. So there are a few rules to how you would share. Okay, rule number 1. Okay, meaningful means you personally must find it meaningful. Okay, not because your parents want you to do it, not because your company boss makes you do it, or not because your partner wants you to do it. It is because you want to do it. It is meaningful to you. Okay, second rule. The reason I'm not structuring this purely as a standard table topics is because I want everybody to share sincerely from your hearts and not have to worry about trying to, you need to perform or you need to impress, or whether you're being evaluated by someone for your hand gesture, body language, all those, or you need to be voted for the best table topic speaker. So today, no worries for all those because we won't have any table topics evaluation and no voting. Just be yourself and share with us like, we go to a kopitiam or mamak to hang out. Share with us like you are hanging out together. Okay, that's rule number 2. Okay, rule number 3. Okay, however, I will still need Timer Jennison's help because we want to give a fair chance to everybody to be able to share within the given time slot. So Timer will still time this according to how table topics is done. So everybody, you will be given 1 or 2 minutes to share. Of course, green light, 1 minute is green light, 1.5 minute yellow light, and then 2 minutes, red light means that you have hit your 2-minute mark. You can find ways to write a story within the next 1 minute. Okay, don't worry about the time here. It is not here to penalize, but it is to ensure that everybody has a fair chance to do their sharing. Okay, so once everybody has done their sharing, then what I will do is, for the next 30 seconds, I'm going to open up the Zoom chat and you're supposed to write something encouraging in the Zoom chat, okay? So let's say things like, amazing, oh, you're so encouraging, oh, you're so inspirational. Say something positive and encourage the other person. Okay, so are we all ready? So let's do this, our dynamic shout out for today. What is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? All right, and to kickstart the thing, I know I'm being bad for this. I want to invite the president to kickstart the topic. Okay, so President Melinda, what is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? Over to you.
Hey, you don't even give me a chance. I just went through the prepared speech and a breather.
It's okay. You're already in the mood, so you kickstart the ball.
It's the next meaningful milestone. What is the next meaningful milestone I want to achieve in my life? I would say motherhood. Perhaps you would think about, oh, it's career, it's relationship, but for me, I think it's motherhood. Why? I was just talking with Nikki yesterday that I want to focus more and prioritize more on my baby girl, Ashley. Seeing her grow up right now, she's already 1 year old. And And actually, every time I spend time with her, I discover something new. Like, oh, she's able to trying to stand now. Even when she's standing, she's trying, she don't stand up the forward way, but she using her backside way to stand up. So there's a lot of different things that I have discovered in her. And I was thinking, if I wasn't working from home, I do not have this chance. And of course, I do thank my company that still allowed me to work from home. Even though, yes, I would still have to go to office coming weeks, once a week. But I think that's still a blessing because I'm able to see those, and I'll be still able to prepare food for her. When my caregiver was saying, wow, you see, she's able to stand herself. Yesterday she was saying she was able like to just try to stand herself, and she forgot to hold anything, and then she didn't fall. So I mean, not she didn't fall, and she did fall after a few minutes, but I mean less than a minute, but it was something great that we wouldn't realize it if we wasn't there. So I want to explore more with Ashlyn in motherhood. And I think this is my next milestone for perhaps another year. Yeah, so I will prioritize my career, what I want to do, perhaps probably the second or the third. So thank you very much, everyone.
All right, thank you very much. Let's give a big hand to Melinda. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So Melinda shared about parenthood and prioritizing her kids and also the career. For the next 30 seconds, how about you write positive, encouraging notes in the chat group? Yeah, say something positive. Thanks for sharing. Or you're amazing. You're gonna, you go girl. You're gonna do it. You're gonna be a great mother. So yeah, go super mom. Okay. All right, let it come in. Okay, 15 more seconds for the comments to roll in. So everybody wants Melinda to be superwoman and superman. Amazing. All right. Another one. Shirley says another one. Shirley said one not enough. Must have two. Yeah, my kids to have a childhood where their parents are around as well. Yeah, we should kickstart a new cycle for this generation. All right, thank you very much for all your positive comments. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have Melinda to pick the next person to share.
Probably our big Ben Benedict. It's been
Ben,
a while
all
to
right.
not hear from you.
All right, everybody, let's hear from Ben. And the question is, of course, the same one. What is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? All right, over to you, Ben.
Thank you, Nikki and President Melinda. I have achieved a few milestones already this year, to be honest, related to my career and other job thing also. But I have few more this year before the end of the year kicks in. First goal is I have another exam, like end of October, another difficult exam, which a lot of Malaysians find it very tough to overcome. And the passing rate is just 5%. And the failure rate is 95%. However, I ask myself, don't be burdened, don't be scared by these statistics. We can overcome the odds. So I will still try to tell myself, go for the kill. Because if you don't try, you never know. And if you cannot achieve it, it's okay. Because failure doesn't mean that you fail everything. This second chance, you can do well again. But of course, in my real life, I won't settle for just repeating. I'll settle for a good result. That is my first goal, my career. Second goal is I have the career already. I have this exam already. For example, if I pass, I plan to find a good partner. That is the second goal. But throughout today, I noticed there is a few person that is crushing me, but I won't tell the name. So how I know this? I do a story, Instagram story, Facebook story to detect how many person view my story most of the time. The single person. And there's a few of them actually maximum. Every time I post, due straight away. Very fast. So but thing is, this is my secondary goal. So this is just to find out only. And when the time comes, I will actually meet the person up, but not now. I tend to take things in the slowly stage. My first goal, I repeat, is to pass my exam. The second goal is, of course, to find the partner. But I have to delay the second goal because, of course, you need to focus on your career first. Without career, you cannot go to do the second goal. Because it's important to have the foundations, steady foundations, before you proceed with other things. And the third goal is, of course, I want to see more places in the world, like Europe, other places like US, Australia, that I've never been before. It's good to see more places to actually appreciate the culture and the different people around you. The more you meet with people, the more you learn. And of course, I can go with anyone, partner, you guys, everybody around me. Yeah, Melinda is already volunteered herself. So thank you. So all in all, that is my goal. But nevertheless, I will try to achieve them. If can't, it's not the end of the world. And of course, I'll keep on fighting till I get it. So all in all, this is my sharing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much to Ben. I think Melinda is more excited for Ben. Which one? Secondary goal, is it? Okay, secondary goal. All right. And I believe Ben's personal motto is if you take care of the first goal, the second goal will take care of itself. Okay, so all right, everybody, for the next 30 seconds, why not you all drop some encouraging comments and notes in the chat group? Okay, so you got 30 seconds. Tell Ben that next year, you should have what you want. You will introduce the girl to us next year. Okay. Make her join Toastmasters, right? Okay. Right. All the best, Ben. You will do great. Go, Ben, go. Okay, a few more seconds. Keep it coming. All the best. See the world. Okay. Please invite me to your wedding dinner. All right. Time's up. Okay, so let's have Ben to pick the next person to share.
I think I'll pick the person that is quite quiet here, Hanan.
Hanan. All right, let's hear it from Hanan. Hanan, what is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? 1 to 2 minutes for your side. All right, over to you, Hanan.
Okay, thank you. If I'm going to choose one thing, I think it's something that I'm working on right now, which is having my own online remote job or career. I always have the inspiration to have a job where I can work anywhere, anytime. I'm not associated with a place or an office. And after going through lots of interviews and apply for different jobs in different country and receive and apologize from them for unreasonable reasons, actually, I decide to start working on that. It's quite challenging because I don't have much working experience. But at the same time, since I'm not local and I have never been local, I'm always living in different country. So as a foreigner, it's quite challenging to get a job where you don't have much experience. Owners and company are not brave enough to take these steps. So growing up, time is moving. So it's time to take an action for myself and try to build my own business by myself. I don't know if it's going to work, but I decide to make it work. It's my ambition, it's my mission for the coming day, and I will do my best to make it work and to be successful. That's all for me. Back to you, Mike.
All right. Thank you very much to Hanan for sharing about her business goals. She wants to step up in faith and kickstart the business, and she wish it will be successful. All right. So everybody, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 30 seconds, let's drop some encouraging notes to her, cheer her on, say, you can do it. Next entrepreneur of the year, Hanan. Yeah. Okay. So you got 30 seconds. Feel free to drop it in the Zoom chats. All right, you can do it. You can do it. Wish you the best. Go for the kill. Ben says, go for the kill. All the best. You will do wonderfully. All right, 10 more seconds to go. Okay, any more comments coming in? Okay, Mulan say you can do it. All the best, Hanan. All right. All right, thank you very much to everybody for your encouraging notes. All right, for the next one, I thought of inviting, how about John? John, would you like to share on this? So what is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? 1 to 2 minutes. All right, over to you, John.
Yeah, thank you, Nikki. My aspiration actually is to become a successful entrepreneur. Yeah, so talk about milestone. I'm currently doing a business that actually engage people to handle my property. So I'm a property manager, currently looking after 2 strata estates. And for the past 2 years, I actually started my own company, and it was right after my retirement. But for my profession, actually, I was a banker. So post-retirement, my milestone was to relax, to have a good time in my golden years. But right after that, developer, one of the very well-known local developer engaged me to become the manager. So I learned the ropes of being a property manager in that developer's office. So when I started my company, then I started to motivate myself to become a better businessman. Never work out on the side, never mix around with contractors, never really look at how a problem can be fixed, like a roof leak, or could be a broken pipe, So you have to solve problems very fast, and in order to please the owners inside Garden Estate. So these are the things that I look out every day that challenge me to find solutions. So my aspiration is to become a better person to solve problems. And of course, the next milestone in my career, to be more recognized as a successful entrepreneur. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you, Nikki.
All right, thank you very much for sharing, John. Successful entrepreneur, property management. All right, everybody, for the next 30 seconds, let's put in your Zoom chat encouraging notes. So if you want John to manage property for you, grow rich together. Wow, look for John. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
why not? Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
why not?
anytime.
Okay. Okay, Ben says, I'm sure you can do it. All right. Wow, great move, John, from Linda. All right, let's keep the comments coming in. All right, Shirley says, you're already on the move, on the path to success. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody, for your encouraging notes. Okay, let's have John to pick the next person to share on this. Do you have anybody in mind?
Yeah, maybe I will just go for Shirley.
Shirley, all right, Shirley,
Yeah.
let's hear from Shirley. What is the
Shirley.
next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? All right, Shirley. Okay, 1 to 2 minutes.
All right. Thank you for picking me back. So personally, my aspiration is to just lead a life of calm and successful, and also to be financially supported in all aspects. So I don't have that worry in terms of financial. Another goals for me, another milestone for me, I would like to actually launch my business. I have 2 business in plan. I discussed with a friend to actually launch a business of having this center much like a bookshop slash a educational center. It is only still on discussion stage, and we are looking into what we need to make it a reality. So we hope that maybe in another 2 years, hopefully we can actually launch it and we'll have it a successful business in the long run. Hopefully it'll be sustainable business as well. And the next milestone that I hope to achieve is to relaunch, I would say, relaunch this business that I had in plan since 2018. I call it Nuan. In Nuan, it means you. It is actually my uh, handbag business from a leather material. But I postponed the business due to financial problems. It's just me doing it on my own. But I hope it can be done by another 2 years as well. I'll just show you the things that I have at home here. If you can see right, wait, I'm going to unblur my background. So if you can see, I have boxes of these 50 handbag that I have in stock, but I never truly like launch it to the market due to financial problems, and I don't have that satisfaction to launch it. So I hope soon I can do everything as planned. So that my aspiration is to launch everything successfully. Thank you.
Wow, thanks for sharing, Shirley, on your business and the entrepreneur's goals. Sorry, what was in the box again? You were saying handbag, is it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's amazing, everybody. So we got the next Christy Ng, no, Shirley Segar brand coming up. So for the next 30 seconds, drop your encouraging notes and comments into the Zoom chat. That's inspiring. Wish to be as brave as you. Shirley should start her own brand, shirleysegar.com. No one is like no one. Contact me, Shirley. You will do better. Right? Azim says you're amazing. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, another 10 more seconds for the comments. All right. Shirley said thanks, everyone. Okay, good. Okay, shall we have one more last one? Okay, Janissa, I got some buffer time at the end, so I'll just do another one more last person to share. Maybe Shirley can pick the last person to share for today. Shirley or Mitchell?
The last person I would choose, I would like to choose Azim. I would like to hear his
Azim,
story.
all right. Azim, let's hear from our general evaluator today. So Azim, what is the next meaningful milestone you want to achieve in your life? 1 to 2 minutes. Over to you, Azim.
Right. My next milestone, I think I figured it out a few weeks ago. I have a lot of milestones, but the one I'm aiming for is to be Guru Besar Cemerlang. Because at the moment, I am penolong kanan of core curricular activities. So in maybe before 40 years old, I want to be a headmaster, not just a headmaster, but a distinguished headmaster. A headmaster like no other, because at the moment, there are a lot of headmasters are retiring. Actually, I don't want to be a headmaster at the first place, but I don't want the soon to be retired headmasters to be replaced by headmasters from the old world. I want new generation of headmasters to replace them, and I want to be part of it. These revolutions would like to revolutionize the Sarawak education system. I want to be a headmaster like you won't know that I am headmaster. I'll be quite peculiar. I will be eccentric. It's like the Batman version of headmaster, or like happy-go-lucky, get the jobs done. Yeah, some things that is different from the, like I said, I want to be a distinguished headmaster like no other. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much to Azim for sharing. And growing up, students love cool teachers who are fun and come down to the students level and really that just make everything learning fun. So a Batman headmaster. I wonder how that would be. Okay, so everybody, put in next 30 seconds, put in your comments for Azim, encouraging him, say that you'll be the most coolest teacher the students will ever have, right? So the next 30 seconds, drop your comments, encourage him. Ben said you will be the next headmaster. Batman headmaster would be great. Save the generation. Okay. All right, another 15 more seconds. John says all the best to you. Okay, a few more seconds left. Okay, any more comments coming in? All the best, Badmaster from Adam. So passionate Malaysia needs you. All right, time's up, and thank you very much to everybody for sharing. I wish we could hear more. Maybe I leave it to Melinda later if we have extra time, see whether she wants to open it up to those who haven't managed to share it yet. Okay, so by the way, I just want to do a quick vote with you all. Because partly we are also trying to finish early today at 3:30. If you all are okay with not taking a 5 minutes break, or you all want a 5 minutes break, if you all don't need the 5 minutes break, we can just move on to the next session, and then we can try to wrap up early. Anybody here really needs to go for a 5 minutes break, can raise up your hand, or if not, we will just continue. Anybody? Okay, if not, we just continue, okay? All right, everybody, so we will skip the 5 minutes break. But maybe right now, let's take a group photo first. So I should invite Nicholas to probably do a snapshot, to cue us and probably do a snapshot for us.
Okay, sure. So while everyone is turning on your cameras, let me give a generalized encouragement for everyone that just now shared, because for me, thinking most people have the same encouragement that I think should hear. One of the things I learned recently is that our life expectancy is about 70 plus years for guys. For girls, for women, it's around 80. So for me, now, I am 36, am I 36? No, I'm 38 years old this year. 38 years old this year. So I'm more or less half of my life is, if I'm just average life, almost half of my life is gone already. So for all those people who are thinking about starting a business, chasing the girl of your dreams or whoever, just remember, our lives are not 100 plus years of life. That will be cool, but for average life is only just about 70 to 80 years old. So instead of thinking about, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Do I have to wait until I have everything before I do something? I just want to encourage everyone, you know what? Life is short. Some of us are already hitting that halfway point, and maybe some of us over already, and we are thinking like, oh, midlife crisis or whatever. But just encouragement for everyone. It's like, do chase your dreams, do the things that you want to do instead of waiting until the right moment comes. Okay, all right. So everyone got your camera ready? All right, I'll just take a screenshot. Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2. Oops, wrong button. 1, 2, 3. All right, one more. Everyone smile. Okay, let me wait for okay. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. One more. All right, thank you everyone for that. So since there's no 5-minute break, we'll move on to the evaluation session, which is for the one prepared speech we have today, which is from Melinda. So I will now invite Adam to give his evaluation for Melinda's speech. Adam, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep. Yes, can.
All right, thank you. Melinda, your speech, Who Am I? You achieved the purpose of the project, which is to tell a story. The story is catchy. It is the story about you experiencing middle child syndrome. The first part of the speech is basically about the process and what did you went through and how do you experience, what is your experience as a middle child. And that part, I would see it as a downfall. And you have that turning points towards the end when you mentioned about achieving something academically, even when you are not prioritized by the family. Overall, the story itself is motivating, and your story has a very powerful closing, I would say. When you said, do not let anyone put false identity on you, an analogy on how you would like to bring the flower to bring its value. I think that was very clear and well crafted story. It has a lot of details and a lot of story elements inside it. If I can give you one suggestion, I noticed that you naturally smile throughout your speech, even when it's on the negative side of the speech. If I note it correctly, matching the experiences with your emotions, I think would be something that could bring values to you in the future, and especially match it with the story itself. Like when you talk about something you're frustrated about, which is, oh, my parents always prioritize the other siblings, but put on a frustrated expression. You can practice in front of a mirror and try to see how you look like. And yeah, you did well at the excited part, which is that is your natural instinct to smile, immediately put on a smiley face. So that part, no problem. Like people can felt the resolution of your story. They felt like, okay, finally, Melinda, being the middle child, achieved something in her life that no one thought she would. Yep, that is just one suggestion that I thought would be useful, and I wish you all the best. I hope to hear more stories from you. Maybe this time about your newborn. I'm not sure. Enlighten us. And with that, I would like to pass the time back to Nicholas.
Okay, thank you, Adam, for the evaluation. Okay, next we will move on to the R counters report, and we have Shirley to give us that report. Shirley?
Okay, so I start with the R counter. I keep saying A. It's R counter. So for Melinda, for the R counter, I counted 8 of filler words usage. And next one is Nikki. Have five filler words usage on your speech overall. Adam only found 1. Hanan once. Nicholas, you have 11. I think because for the most part you're the ones to talk throughout this meeting. And John, you have 6. Jenison, I know, so that's very good from Jenison. Azim, I counted 3. Ben, I counted 4. As for myself, I counted 5. And Milan, I counted 4. And the usage of words of the day, aspiration, I counted for Nikki once. Nicholas, I counted 2. And John, I counted 2 as well. So that's overall the R report from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Shirley, for the R counter. Yes, I talk a lot, so I get the most of the the thing. I understand. All right, next we have our grammarians report with Benedict. Benedict.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Nicholas. For the grammarian, this for this session is very good. Most of you guys actually have a very good grammar usage. However, there is a few things that I would like to take note. I noticed throughout the session, I think I come across this grammarian, this grammar. Then just don't play low. Actually, the correct usage is then don't play. Don't play, enough already. Don't play. Exclamation mark. So the other one I come across is in BM words. Guru besar cemerlang. It's supposed to be outstanding and successful headmaster. There's a few quotations that I come across which are very useful for us, which is don't judge the book by its cover. Yeah, very important throughout our life. We never judge every person, even though the person is tall, short, or whatever, or looks lousy or whatever. But you never know. If you don't try, you never know. If you don't engage the person, you never know. The next one is, do not let other person to force identity it onto you. Wow. This is a very good one. Because each of us actually has our own ideas, our own goals, our own ways of doing things. Doesn't mean that other person's way is applicable to us. And there's no wrong and wrong answer in right, for my opinion. Yeah, this is a good quotation also. So last but not least is, every chapter is meaningful on its own. Yeah, because throughout reading the book, it's like there's a lot of chapters. Because inside of the chapter is a different teachings. So we need to read every chapter in order to be complete. So yeah, this all that I recorded. So all in all, you guys did a very good job in a grammar usage, and I hardly detect any. So back to you.
All right. Thank you, Benedict, for your grammarian report. Okay, next we have the general evaluators report from Azim. Azim?
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster. Let's talk about things that I like about your meeting first, about this meeting generally. First, I like the word is inclusive. I like the way that we engage everyone, especially in the shout out sessions. That is the first thing I like about this meeting, inclusivity. The second thing that I like about this meeting is adaptive. The way we adapt when the time is not with us. When we are left behind, a little bit behind the schedule, we adapt. We refresh our words. We keep it short to catch up with the time. I like the way that when Nikki changed the table topic sessions into the shout out sessions. Now, things that I think can be, if we overcome this, I think it will take our meeting to the next level. I have to say this, time. I noticed that during one of the sessions, we are 10 minutes behind the schedules. For next sessions, maybe for in the future meeting, the timer will keep on reminding the TOE, maybe not in the chat, but personally saying that we are behind the schedules. I hope if these things, the measure has been taken for this one. I would like to congratulate on that. Next, I would like this one. I am a little bit mixed feeling about this. All right, thank you, Benedict, for the thorough evaluations on our grammar. Just that I think that some of the things cannot be translated. For example, like Melinda's story just now, just play lor. I think it brings the aesthetic value of that, because if you say don't play, I will think maybe the characters in my head will be quite different. But when she said don't play lor, it really painted another set of pictures in my mind just now. And then actually, Benedict, I have to say, GBC is a very real title in Malaysia education system. GBC means Guru Besar Cemerlang. So like Guru Cemerlang GC. So I don't think it can be translated into other words, just like baju kurung, char siu pao. It lost in the translation, the meaning. And what last thing, this thing is not utilized in this meeting. I would love to encourage the Toastmasters of evening, get the poster or banner of your meeting, and give the banner for everyone of us to use that as our background, so that, I don't know, it looks nice. It looks appealing to the audience when we see a lot of banners, the similar banners, similar background behind all of us. All right, I think that's about it. That's my run for general evaluation. I would like to pass the flow of the meeting to our Toastmasters of the evening.
All right. Thank you, Azim, for your evaluation. Really appreciate it. And yes, we'll take whatever that you've been, what do you call this? That you're given into heart lah. We'll see how to integrate it into the thing. Yeah, sometimes I think also it's a bit difficult, right, for background, because I think some of us actually have issues with because on our phone or things like that, the background actually doesn't work that well. So I think that is one thing. While it's good that everyone looks the same, but also I think because I experienced it a few times that the phone Zoom doesn't work that way. So it's we have to see lah. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. All right. Last, I'll now pass on to Melinda, our president, to conclude the meeting.
Thank you, Nicholas, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you to all our role players. You all did great. Give a round of applause to yourself and to everyone here. And so since there is no best speaker for today, I think everyone do deserve the best speaker in them today, because everyone have participated in saying something. And this is a place again where we can always speak and be free to ourselves. Yeah. Perhaps we want to hear from few of us what are their comments and from the floor. Yeah. And of course, I'm not sure every one of you here have followed our Facebook, our Instagram, because recently we just did our first video, and I think it's interesting because Alvaro, and Nicholas and the PR team has did an amazing job, and of course all our ESCO too. Oh yeah, my baby is crying. Gosh, Nikki, can you take over? Because Andrew is in the bathroom actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, okay. So I'm supposed to take over. Thank you very much. We're having a good meeting so far. All right. So, okay. I think to continue on what Melinda was saying, is that we put up some videos about the EXCO sharing from the previous meetings and things like that. So of course, feel free to we can share with you the link, probably WhatsApp or what. Feel free to go and like, comments or anything like that. Okay, the thing is that we're not sure. Maybe this time I should ask Jennison and Nicholas' opinion, because we also wanted to tap into social media to kind of like showcase what we do in Toastmasters to the public. But of course, sometimes we are also at the mercy of the algorithm. I mean, we just put up only friends for Sila. So I don't know, we see how far it will take us, but it's something worth exploring. So that's why we take on this this initiative to just share some of the videos on the social media. It's a bit more effort, but we hope that you never know. Maybe people might just stumble upon a video and then curious to check us out by seeing what we actually do in our Toastmasters meeting. Yeah, okay. So, all right, right now, I would like to open up this time. Let's hear some comments from all our guests. I think, actually just now I wanted to ask if time was allowable. I have wanted to ask Jennison or, Nicholas or even Mulan to share during the shout-out session. Maybe let's hear from Jennison. Any comments that you would like to share for today's meeting?
Well, my comments is that since I was doing my AD report, I was very laid back. I was snacking the whole time. I think this club is well differentiated with other Toastmasters clubs. Like there is a huge difference in how you guys operate. And I think that's a big strength, right? Because in marketing, it's about differentiation, how you stand out from the competitors. Although other clubs is not necessarily competitors, But yes, like attending dynamic meetings on a Saturday gives you something that you don't get on when you attend other clubs. And I think that's a really big strength of this club. And that's why it's been able to bounce back, right? From when you were chartered until now. And yeah, this meeting shows just that to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Jennison. Such an encouraging remark from our area director. Thank you very much. We definitely soak in your word like a sponge. Okay, let's hear from how about is our club coach available? Maybe Mulan wants to share some comments. Okay, I know Li Xing text me already. She said she's at work, cannot answer the talk. So does Mulan want to share any comments with us?
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I feel this session is very interesting, and I also learned a lot of things. But it's a little bit I want to add in. Only one person was doing the how do you call it, lesson.
Prepared speech.
Usually in our club we have 4 or 5 speakers who give the speech now. This is a bit different. Okay, and then we have a humorous speech. One session, do you have or not? I don't know, in English session, I call it 幽默小品. And also we have another one is, the first one is the learning session. Maybe you can have fun proverb or anything. Let people learn and then use the word during the speech in this session. This is a bit different. I just suggest to you. But after all, I feel that it's very interesting. And valuation, okay, everything okay. Table topic is a bit different. I think because of the members is only 12 lah. That's why the person who is participate is not much lah. But at least you use the table topic to let everybody speech in this session. After all, I feel it's very good. Keep it up. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mulan, for the many suggestions. As always, there is much to learn from the coaching mentoring clubs because they do things in a very different way as well, and they're always strong in terms of their membership over there. Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom and feedback. All right, let's hear from John. Do you have any comments for our club meeting today?
Yeah, thank you. I think everybody participated, and the most important thing is to be able to share. Like this shout out sections is actually table topics, so it's very different from the physical meeting, because physical meeting the table topic will only be given to the speaker right when he was being called, so he only knows the topic, then he's supposed to talk about the topic within 1 or 2 minutes. So it's something like a surprise. But here, when you put out the topic like that, then everybody will be able to prepare. So it's like it's no surprise already. Yeah, of course, that is a physical one. That was the one I experienced before. But in this dynamic meeting, I feel that it's very interesting to know all of you. Yeah, because I cannot join any physical meeting. So I like this kind of Zoom session, online meeting, and get to know you guys. Yeah. And some of you are very experienced Toastmaster. I believe like general evaluator is someone who's very experienced with all this evaluation of speeches. Yeah. I seldom do the part of GE, in my past. I'm most of the time grammarian, all-timer. But just to hit off, maybe I like words of the day, come up with very innovative words, and everybody try to use that word of the day. And also maybe use of language. I suppose some of us are not that fluent. Yeah, we still struggle with very good usage, sometimes with sentences. Yeah, even in my normal conversation, sometimes we got stuck here and there. Yeah. But on the part of translation just now from what Azim said, yeah, maybe yeah, like, it's subjective, like, you know. When it comes to this kind of public speaking, perhaps we can still use translation, you know. Although the actual Cemerlang, of course, everybody knows, you know, is outstanding headmaster or guru besar. So I believe that there's normal lah. Yeah, there's no here and there lah. Translation, I think, can be given lah. That's my opinion lah. That I think that's all from me. Thank you.
All right.
Back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, John, for your feedback. And who knows, John, maybe one day we will invite you to be our grammarian as well. I think you are quite experienced also, probably like how you're doing in your previous club meetings last time, or you used to join the clinical meetings. So we'd love to hear from you, grammarian, or even evaluation. I'm sure we can learn from you.
Can do.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate Ben's grammarian for pointing out about the translation sites. But usually this is my stand lah. Usually it depends on the target audience. So if let's say we are from a diverse kind of a culture where we mix like Malay, English, or sometimes even different languages, I think it's okay to use a bit of translation to kind of like convey the meaning and things like that. Of course, if we are to bring this to a more English speaking crowd, let's say like orang putih or like Westerners, then of course they may not catch our lingo. But in my opinion, I think whatever translation that works to capture the essence of that moment, I think it works well in our context lah. Of course, if you are to go speech contest with the Westerners, then probably we have to speak a bit more, proper English. You have to speak very proper English. All right. Okay, so I guess, maybe one more last announcement before I pass back to Melinda. Okay, Melinda with her little one over there. So September is our membership renewal month. Okay, so our treasurer will text everybody in the chat group regarding how to make payments. So just stay tuned. Thank you very much for the support. And let's continue to build this club together. I should hand over this time to Melinda to see if she has anything she wants to add on. Or maybe I finished all her script already.
Yeah, thanks, Nikki, for helping. Thank you. I think I was a bit blurred out. I was like hearing baby crying so long, and I was thinking Andrew, my husband, will go there and pick her, but I think he was still crying. Yeah, only it woke me up. Oh, yeah.
No problem.
I think overall, Nikki has mentioned everything. The one I want to mention just now about social media was, we did our first video. Come and support us. Follow our Facebook, Dynamic Facebook, Instagram. And also we are also uploading all our educational meetings into YouTube. So we have our YouTube channel. So we are trying out all kinds of social medias and just to support the efforts that our PR team has done and to hear our member stories. The first video is actually on our ESCOs. And subsequently, we was thinking to do more videos. So we want to see how's the uptake like in social media and encourage us so that we can like and share and so that we can continue to do the good works and to promote our club. Yeah. And as what Nikki was mentioning about the renewal, hopefully I'll see you next year. Let's continue to run the club together. I know commitment-wise, all of us has our commitment. I do sometimes always go back to Nikki and say, why am I running this?
In the boost of inspiration and motivation.
Again, when I see people like, Shirley, John, everyone that is, just want to be here and support us and want to also involve in the role plays and do a lot of things, I felt like it gives us the motivation to continue on moving together. So yeah, continue to move with us, and hopefully we will have more people coming on board, giving ideas together, how to run the meetings and make it the way to make it more creative, like how Mulan has shared. So if we want to have those in place, we need more manpower in the group.
Humor master. You need somebody who can tell jokes.
We need more manpower. We need help.
Jennison can tell jokes.
Yeah, do support us indeed. I think that's all from me. And anyone want to say something?
Yeah. Okay. I just want to give special thanks to Adam and also Azim. I know they're from Assam, but they've been really like helping us a lot. And Hanan is also like visiting us very often. Adam's back home already? Are you with like Yasmin right now? Yasmin is
Nope.
probably Yasmin is with the mom.
Yes, she went to sleep.
Went to sleep already. Okay. Peace. Peaceful periods. Okay. So thank you to Mulan and Lising. I know Lising has work, but she still tries her best to tune in. Nicholas, first time for doing TOD. Thank you for taking up the challenge. And Jennison, our amazing area director. I think I always see you text in the chat group of all your ideas and initiatives. So much fire, so much passion. I feel like, wow, okay, very motivated by what you're always getting our area to do. And of course, the rest of us, like, thank you very much, Shirley, John, for coming. So it's a good meeting. All right, so feel free to hang out and fellowship. But otherwise, we can, we can make a move for our other weekend activities.
Don't forget Exco, don't leave. I need to brief
Oh
you
yeah.
guys.
We need to stay fair again. Okay, so I think that's all for our meeting today. I think some of us may need to stay back with Jensen for a while. Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Adam.
Bye, Adam.
Hanan.
Thanks.
Wait, is Hanan still here?
Hanan, I think she left.
Okay, Hanan can join the club, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Hanan is she still in Kuching or she's like away to?
Good question. Oh, she's in KL.
Oh, she's in KL right now. Okay, understand.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you guys can convince her to join.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I will share
Bye-bye.
my
Okay.
Can I get sharing
Bye-bye.
privilege?
Yes.
Oh, come. Let me turn on the sharing options. Okay, you have it.
Okay. So share. Okay. Can see, right?
Yep.
Close all. We close things. Okay. So the purpose of this like short meeting is so I don't misrepresent you guys to the district, right? Because I'm giving this report to the district and they will see, oh, so this is how the club is doing. Just so that you guys are in agreement. So this report is true to the club. Okay. How well did the club exemplify the qualities of first impression? I think the first impression is great. One of the best I've seen in the many clubs I've attended, because lately I've been club hopping and I think the greeting of the guests is amazing. Like you greeted immediately when they enter. Also, Melinda's your one sentence, I don't know if this is intentional. I don't know if this sentence is intentional or if you just said such a beautiful phrase. For the first week, for the last week, something you've been burning to share. Okay, this is a good sentence. Why? Because it's much more specific than anyone wants to share. Like if you just say anyone wants to share, like no one will share. But since Melinda said for the last week, something that you've been burning to share, then people start sharing. I think this is why I gave you guys a 5. Do you guys agree that this is 5 for this point?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on. Guest greeted immediately. And one point is when Kue was sharing, I know she took a lot of time when she was sharing at the start. Remember, right? She took like 4-5 minutes. However, please keep in mind that some people gain value from talking, especially old people. When you let old people talk, they will love you. So, yes. So that's just a point to remember. it's actually a positive that she keeps talking for a long time because they let me talk for a long time even though I'm not a speaker. That's the impression she will have of the club. Next is how were elements of membership orientation present during the meeting? There is no orientation today, but orientation is not just installation. It's about mentoring, onboarding, making sure that new members stay as members. So some questions I have for you is there mentoring? There is, right? I think I heard.
Sorry, mentoring, is it?
Yeah, like new members get mentor, right?
Okay, mentoring works on a very, if they ask us to explain certain things, then we will organize a Zoom to explain and things.
Okay.
So it works in that arrangement
Okay.
per needed
That
basis.
works.
Mm.
That works. Installation. Do you guys have hey, let's welcome our new member, Toastmaster Shirley. Clap, 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 clap. Have, right?
We did that. I mean, how to say? I think we did a welcome back in June.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sometime ago already.
Yeah, and I think I see that new members are given roles or speech slots immediately, right? So they don't taper off.
Mm.
Yeah. And yeah, last point is shout out actually allows members to speak with less barrier of entry than the table topic. I think that's I think that makes this a 5. I'm gonna change it to a 5. Okay, agree that it's a 5. Let's move on. How well did the club apply the qualities of fellowship, variety, and communication? I think the best strength, a good strength is how different it is from other Toastmasters clubs. However, what I want to know is how is the club communication internally? Like in your WhatsApp group, is it active? Are you reaching out to members? How is it?
Sorry.
We got WhatsApp chat lah. We got WhatsApp group chat. With our so far, I think most of our members are ESCO.
I think a bit more announcement
Yeah, so
basis haven't come. I won't really say come to that stage where like everybody can just chat very casually, but very announcement basis kind of a chat group so far. Unless you all want to like chat random stuff on the chat group.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly.
I think. Yes, I agree.
A bit more formal
already good.
You will ask me.
Yeah, it's already good that it's an announcement basis. If you want to evolve it to a chat about random stuff, the first step is to praise people. So usually the way people start their first communication in a group is when someone praised them, and then they have to reply, and then they finally got involved in the conversation. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, my line's a bit freezing. My line's a bit freezing. Is Jensen freezing or is it my line freezing? I am really hearing Jensen.
Yes, your line is
you can hear, right? I think I'm the maybe I'm the one that's freezing.
But I keep seeing you are like, shaking.
Okay.
Freezing.
And this is just a small suggestion, very small suggestion. Don't forget to read the names on the shout out when you are reading the comments. Nikki, I think it helps a lot because I watch live streamers a lot, and most of the great live streamers, they read the names of the comments.
Okay, sounds good.
So yeah, don't just say, hey, great. Say like Nicholas said great. Then just I'm gonna delete this, just well differentiated. How is the club communication? I think 4, yeah. 4 because you guys have an identity, but it's still not well flourished yet. You're still experimenting, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, how did the club apply the qualities of program planning? Agenda posted on Zoom by Nikki. I saw that you proactively pasted the agenda on the chat. Also sent to me. I assume you also sent to your group.
Yep.
And the program has the buffer time. The program looks nice. It's different from every other club. I think it's a 5. It has a clickable Zoom link. That's a really nice. It's a template too, right? So you don't need to work really, really hard. Yeah. Now this is your weak point. I think we know that the membership is kind of low. So now this is where we need to strategize. What do you think we need to do to get this up from a 3?
Sorry, you asking us for the one, is it?
Yeah. What do you think we need to do? What's the first step or a concrete step we can do to get this up from a 3?
I think currently we're standing at 12. How to say, we do have some people who like join us occasionally. I think probably we can ask them to, let's say like John, for example, if he's interested to join us for the long term. I think this is third time joining us as guest already. So I think we can probably just pop the question and just ask him if he's interested to do that one. Okay, no doubt that in our club, not just in our club, in every other clubs, there is always members who are slightly more passive. That means they don't really join us. They only join us like maybe once every 2 months or that kind of thing. Even if membership renewal is coming and things like that, I was speaking to Melinda, I said that, we are prepared if they don't renew and things like that. We felt it's okay but we just need to go and find people who are really interested in things like that. Because sometimes, how to say, if people want, sometimes people come and go. We don't want to hold people back if they really need to move on and things like that. But we focus on those who are around, who are really excited, who wants to be part of us, and they find the value of the meetings, the club Yeah, so that's just my thought
Yes, I agree with that. I feel that something that is big that is hindering is the unfrequent, like the dynamic nature of the meeting, right? Sometimes it's first, sometimes it's second, sometimes it's third, sometimes it's fourth, sometimes one meeting there's only one. Do you think that contributes to members not coming?
Not really.
No?
I don't feel that's the striker among the dynamic members.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel that so far most of the time, if they are flexible in terms of sometimes we shift around the meeting time is because we do a consensus kind of a thing. To see, because we also don't want to put so much effort to run a meeting, but actually most of the people can only make it, let's say next week, or they cannot make it this week, something like that. So sometimes we just shift around and anyhow the group is a bit smaller, so it's a bit easier to get consensus. Let's say compared to let's say like certain clubs got 20 members, then it's not so nice to just simply shift around in my opinion. But in our side, we do kind of try to get consensus. But of course, at the same time, we also try to set a more consistent kind of a thing. So if let's say we switch to first, third, then we try to maintain that. But if second, fourth, it's just that, for example, last month, one of the meetings falls on the National Day. We asked who wants to come attend meeting on National Day, but nobody wants to come. We also don't want to hold people back during holidays. So that's why we shift the meeting away again.
Yeah, I think at first we really want to, of course, that's our goal to be committed on the second. Again, we also find it a challenge to field role players, I would say. Getting people to help us out. I always tell Nikki, I don't want to have a group that only few of us shock sendiri. You know what is shock sendiri? Few of us being here, the main person always being here just to run the meeting. I always felt it should benefit people. That's why I always say, okay, if there is newcomers, for example, if we decided to cancel that meeting, I always ask whether is there newcomers joining us? Is there guests coming? If there's guests and newcomers wanted to come on that day, then we will have to run the meeting, whether it's less people or whatever. So our focus will be that. And I think our other members are quite matured enough also, and they also do. I would say at this moment, because ours is more on the working adults also, right? So they are quite packed with their probably their work commitments, own family commitments, and this and that. So so again, I just don't want the meeting to just run by the few of us, the people who among us to just benefit from it. I want people, especially the newcomers, the guests who makes it.
Yes.
Whenever we cancel a meeting, we want to make sure that there's no newcomers coming first. That's that's okay. Then the
Yeah.
consensus within our team.
Yeah, I mean, I have gone by the approach of like, okay, no matter what, even if 3 people turn out, we still do a meeting, like those kind of things. But sometimes I felt that I want to respect the time of people who come. I don't want people to come and 4 or 5 people. So I rather let me be the bad guy. I push the meeting 1 week later, but at least more people turn up and people enjoy the meeting.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I can be the scapegoat. I'm the VP. I can let the blame and the scapegoat be about me. But as long as towards the later part, if the people come and the turnout is very good and everybody enjoys, I think I'm happy lah. I'm just happy lah. Rather than I make people come for a meeting that only got 4 or 5, and then people also feel like why is the group like so low and things like that. So to me, that's my approach lah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I might have sounded like I was blaming you guys on the.
Oh no! It's not. Sorry, I'm just thinking in general.
Yes, and at the end of the day, it's about the members, right? Since you guys are on consensus that it's about the members, because there are other clubs that are focused on the exco, like the exco take everything, the exco grow, but like the new members, they are just there for the DCP point. I think I love you guys' approach. So my answer is, if you guys want to benefit guests and benefit new members, then let's bring in new members. Let's bring in friends. Let's share our Toastmasters experience with friends, right? And bring them to dynamic.
Yeah, indeed. I think of course I'm not sure is it only our clubs having this new member challenge. But hence that's why we are trying different creative ideas. Like we are trying to boost our social media. And after we have did the first video, we only realized that doing a video is not easy though.
Yeah, it's very effort extensive, especially for whoever that is doing the editing.
Yeah, the person who did the editing. So that's I just want to put in all platform, and then I think we can recycle and share it again, you know.
Yeah.
So I hope that is one of the way that can help to engage outside peoples. I mean, I do see inviting our own peoples, of course, the friends around us, to be another options, of course. But again, like what Nikki was mentioning, the objective must be clear. Like, you know, if even our members are, I mean, the friends of ours is not the one who is interested, you know, we can just invite them, but we can't force them to come in. So I think it's still better to get the people that is interested, like outside people or whoever that. That's why I'm spreading awareness about Dynamic, spreading our club visibility about we are online club. We serve all the members internationally. You know, that is something that we want to portray. Right? Because it was from the Kuching club, right? And now we are shifting to a new paradigm, I would say. Then
like newer demographics, not just limited to Kuching.
So hence we will need to slowly move on for that. But of course, we do have few potential. Like you see, John is keep coming in, like already the third time. So we will discuss, and of course, for try to bring him in as a member lah.
I see. Yes, John is a really good example, right? May I know how did John first join?
He saw us on Facebook. He purely found us on Facebook. But he's from Kuching. He used to be from one of the Kuching clubs called Hornbill, which is no longer running already. So I think, but he sort of like have a preference towards online club because he said he can't really join physical. That's what he said. So I think probably we might suit him for now lah. So I think probably this is also what we wanted to kind of like achieve lah. Because I think earlier me and Nita and also Nicholas, we were discussing that actually sometimes we just want to showcase what we do in our club to other people and by putting it up on social media. Because sometimes people may not be always able to attend every meeting, but if they see Like, oh, this is what you're doing in the club, and this is happening. Oh, we thought of like checking you out for the next meeting and stuff like that. So it works for the online club lah. I felt that's how we wanted to approach this lah.
Yeah, we're trying to build that base, and I think it will take some time. But I've been mentioning with Nikki, most important thing, our members come first still. We want to benefit them. And the retention for now, of course, is the way looking forward first, right? Making sure our members retain, and then we'll, of course, also new members coming in. But for our upcoming, the renewal, I think our focus are more on retention for this.
Okay. Yes, that's a really good mindset to have. Now, another question to dig deeper into this is, is there any other person like non-Toastmasters that guested beside John in the past like 3-4 months?
I have one of my school friends that I invited. He came for the last meeting, the one that we had, the China one. But of course today he's supposed to come, but he said he got family lunch. So I said, no problem. I said, you settle a lunch. If you can join, join. But he did say he's interested to like come and visit and see like, maybe he just a bit, he said, he asked me to ask him to turn on webcam or what, because he's very shy. So I said, no problem, just make yourself feel comfortable. Yeah, in fact, the dynamic shout-out session, all these kind of things was done. If non-Toastmasters guests were to join, it makes it a bit more, how to say, like friendly for them to share as well. But of course, today we don't really have, maybe except for John. John is not a member currently yet. Yeah.
Now, why I ask this is, it's important, right? It's important to know how many people we invited, and we know that one person is staying for 3 meetings. If only this one person like came in the first place, that means your retention is 100%, right? But if like 20 people guested but only one came in for 3 meetings, then your retention is 5%. But the reality is like your retention is like, let's say 75, because the person that Nikki invited, we don't know whether he's interested or not. So that's a good retention. From this observation, what I can see is that having the analogy of a restaurant, like your food is good. Like once people sit at the table and eat your food once, they can see, oh, I know why some people like this. That's what they can say. Okay, but getting people to sit at the table is what we need to work in. And what you guys have been working in, right? With the Facebook, with the video editing and stuff. Is that correct? Similar. Yeah. Okay. So I see. Then I'll keep this in mind. I'll see how the area district division can help you guys.
Yeah. Actually, I just want to bring up one of Moe Lan's comments. She said that she was expecting our club to have like 4 or 5 speakers. I don't even think that in the history of Dynamic we have even gone that many speakers, because a lot of the members are very casual. Okay, let's say we put into context. Let's say we use Pacific as a standard benchmark, right? Pacific, it is possible to hit 3, 4, 5 speakers because it is an advanced club where people wants to come and learn. Learn speaking lah. But from the many years that we tried in Dynamic, unless we have guests coming in to do, but then the tricky thing about having guests is also it will kind of like take up resources lah on our side. So usually we try to aim for at least 1 or 2 members to give speech on our own, and we felt even that, I think, is quite. I don't know, Melinda, what do you think? After many years we run this together, right? We felt that 2 is quite a manageable own members kind of a speech lah. Anytime we try to extend beyond that, we felt that the meeting can become too heavy for everybody. So I don't know, this is just my observation. And we know Dynamic people, when the meeting becomes too heavy, people can choose, not to, because they felt like very heavy, for example. Yeah.
So I mean, Ganesan, I'm sure you know about how Dynamic was first started, and then how this club was like almost at the verge of closing, and then we came in. So like for us, I do envision that we will achieve and go forward to what we, are the ideal. Like every time I discuss with Nikki again, it's like I think our constant struggle is like I'm not sure how other really clubs works or something like that. Well, but the I would say the commitment, right? The commitment, and of course this phase in a lot of clubs also. And like for me and Nikki, we have been running the show like for some time, and I'm sure Nikki is the one who has been running the show when I'm not around also. He still runs the show.
Yeah.
So to let you understand a bit, the context is the manpower of our side is always like the main core running the show, right? And that is always our challenge. That is always our challenge. So yeah, so I'm not sure how we can really overcome this gap. But yeah, so I think that's just something that we have to keep. For now, what I can tell Nikki is whatever we have, we just do our best. Do whatever you can. Like for example, we do envision and ambition about more videos coming up. But after we have done the first video, we realized it's not so easy.
A lot of effort.
And then I was saying also we envision to have our club meeting every month once. Of course, Shirley has been there for us, Thank you so much that you always like.
Yeah, thank you, Shirley. You're always on fire.
You're always the one, make sure you attend to all this. So but again, I mean, we do wish to have more more committed members, and
yeah.
I think that is one.
Yeah, because speaking of members is what everybody wants. I think every club, of course, you all want members and things like that. In my opinions, if this is the numbers that we have to start with, then we build from there. But it's a bit, how to say, to put things into context a little bit, we didn't start off with, how to say, people like me, Melinda, we didn't start off with Dynamic, because Dynamic is originally a coaching club lah. It's just that along the way we came in with assist. Then after that we hand it back over to whoever that is supposed to run it and things like that. But if we, to put it in the context, if me and Melinda we were in the picture in the beginning, right? I think this club would have probably like shut down even long time ago, because we came in, we felt like, okay, let's do something about it lah. Let's really like with it. So sometimes maybe the things that sometimes hold us back a little bit is we felt that there are many of the old timers members who were from before. They are around, but they are not really around. So we felt like we want to ask for their commitment, but they also don't want to, I mean, they're around, they kind of like, they'll support whenever they can. So sometimes our plan is of course to, let's start from scratch. Let's build whoever that is around. I thank God for Shirley and Nicholas. We also like whoever that's around that wants to do it, we do it lah. We build from here and things like that, instead of sometimes there is a tendency to like, hey, the old timers all don't want to be committed anymore. Then we suddenly it is like our responsibility to make sure the old timers be on fire. I don't think we can do that lah. I just think that we can only work based on whoever that is around on fire and wants to do it together. And therefore we have to start from certain members lah, that is already, even though the numbers may be small, but if everybody, you see, the thing is that, okay, sorry, just give me one moment. The thing is, even is that Toastmasters have their own benchmark. That means to them, 20 is a strong club. 8 is the minimum. You must not fall below 8. Otherwise, they will deem you like macam a club not in good standing lah. But in my personal, opinion, any club, as long as even whether you have 7, 8, or 9 committed people coming together, even if it's small now, I already think that it's very quality, because there are clubs, let's say you have 20 people, but only half are the ones that is doing, I mean, it's just the numbers lah, in my opinion. I think that if we have, give me a small group of people and we can conquer the world, no problem one. Because but we don't let ourselves be, judged by the benchmark that the HQ set lah. Maybe their HQ is just a guideline, but you give a small number of people, we can conquer the world from there. So that's how we see things lah, basically.
Yeah.
May I
Yeah,
add in?
first,
Yeah, sure.
All right. Regarding the prepared speeches, right? I do agree with Nikki and Melinda as well. I think for 2 speeches for an additional meeting session is enough, because it takes time. Like 2 hours over the weekend is quite a lot for a lot of us, especially we are working adults, as you know, everyone aware of. And due to that, like the consensus, all of us are working adults. So there's restriction in terms of time commitment, whereas we have our families and we need time for the families, right? And maybe this is just my suggestion, maybe we can concentrate our focus towards the other group, whereas they are not from, how do I say, they're not married. No, that's the correct one. So maybe this is the same thing in marketing, right? So probably this segment is not the right focus. Then maybe we can shift the focus to group of students, group of people that are already have this focus to upskill their communications. They have the intention to actually, get better with the communication, because us probably we know that we have this skill, but we just need it better. But those people that don't know how to level up their skills, they want to look for that opportunity. They are not aware of us. So I think maybe we can, my suggestion is to really focus to students group.
Younger demographics lah.
In each area, in each area. And also, maybe this is a good time for me to point out as well, but when you try to appeal to a mass group of people, there's 2 types that I think we need to be aware of. Are we appealing as a corporate thing, or are we appealing it to be friendly? And like where else people can share this and that. And I think dynamic is more on the friendly part, right? Because we want people to be aware of us, be friendly with us, want to share a lot of things with us. And so maybe on our social media platform, other than the poster, other than the the videos that we already shared, other than that is writing, because most of the time video have a short-term
Attention
people
span.
fix on, yes, but reading people can read quite fast. And I think there are a group of people that when they love to read, they also love to learn. Like, so when you share like a short, sharing, writing, then it's immediate rather than, like short videos on TikTok or anything like that. Yes, they can like have this short attention span, but the immediate or embedded how do I say, the message to the audience, it's not really there for me, in my personal opinion. But when it's written like a short, okay, this is a sharing today. Our group is sharing for the word aspiration for every members. They have this aspiration to do this and this for the next milestone of their life. And I think that's very appealing. So people, their group have this kind of sharing. And when this kind of sharing is shared on social media platform as well, I think it's appealing to people that want to find this place of release, whereas they can say, I want to share this story with that group because they have this platform, whereas I want to let them know I also have this kind of story. So video might be not to some people taste, but I'm not sure how to say it.
Yeah,
A
like a
small
short
sharing of
write-up, right? Yeah.
yeah. I
Correct.
want to be, like, I want to be guru besar cemerlang. So I macam, oh, nice.
Yeah, agree. Makes sense actually. Because Shirley, like you, I read faster than I watch video.
Yeah, and I think because video, right? I think for the another thing that I thought about my observation is because video, you need it to be very appealing. You need to have this like this great editing, right? So of course we don't want to burden our exco, but when it comes to writing, you can have this like simple template and put on writing. Okay, this is what we want to share today. This is our quote. This is President Melinda's quote for today. Like what is the first quote that Jennison mentioned in the first burning things you want
For
to
last
burn.
week, what is the burning?
Yeah. Yeah, so we just put it out there. Maybe it can be very appealing to others. That's my observation because when I found out about you guys, what appeals to me is what like Jessie shared previously on her Facebook is writing. It's not much on the this is what we do. We went to this place, we went to the other place. It's not that appealing to me because we are online platform. We're not able to go to this place and that place, meeting these people and that people. But what she shared is what appealed to me. I want to be I want to do what she can do. Like I want to share this, I want to share that, I want to meet these people, I want to meet that people. And I like, oh, this person is very interesting. Like I know about Nikki and I know about Nicholas. They are very interesting people. So what they share is what appealed to me, and I think that's the same with other people's also.
Wow.
Okay, do you guys have exco meetings?
Where?
Yes.
Do you guys have exco meetings?
Do I just taking this time to just share immediately?
Yeah.
We do. But also flexible lah, Melinda.
Yeah. So this is
I
the
think
purpose
Melinda
of
wants
exco
to have
meetings,
exco
right?
meeting once every month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bounce
again, I
ideas.
say those are ideals, right? And yeah, for now we what I can say is we will work with whatever we have on hand.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
what I think.
Yes,
Thank you, Jennison.
hopefully, yeah, I'm not blaming you guys or anything. I just want to hear your thoughts, and that's a lot of thoughts. So first thing that I want to say is I don't agree with the whatever feedback that it's for like I was expecting from Kue, right? From Kue. To me, I don't agree with that. And to me, I will treat it like a passing remark. So imagine if like in primary school, your teacher suddenly, hey, why are you so bad at maths? Right? Are you gonna let that remark ruin your entire life? No, right? Don't let that remark go to it. It's the teacher's fault for not being able to like give feedback properly. That's what I would say. She gave like 3 like very, how should I say it, inappropriate feedback lah. She was applying her own mold to this club, which is very different. That's why I was also not applying the mold of other clubs to this club, right? I was okay. I agree that other club standards doesn't apply, and that's why need a smart approach as you guys have been tackling it to tackle this problem, because the problem is unique to you, even though the problem is still about membership, but the way to tackle it is different from other clubs. And that's why it's good that you guys are discussing the way forward. Okay. So yes, the first thing is don't concern yourself about needing 4. Like the top of the top Toastmasters will appreciate if you guys have 1, like 2, even 1. They will see that, okay, I can see that they are doing their best. They have a good, like it's about the quality, not the quantity, whatever. And the second thing is that I want to say, yeah, don't forget to get more people to sit in your restaurant. Again, get more people to sit in the restaurant. Either it be just get your friends to attend, share your experience in Toastmasters, get them to attend for a guest. If they don't stay, then it's also good, right? It's also good. Then you can think, what can we do better? If they stay, then it's good. You get a member. Okay, so I'm glad that you guys are discussing very productively, because not all clubs can do that. Not all clubs have members that care like this. Okay, let's move on. Oops. How well did the club apply the qualities of achievement recognition? This is amazing. I think the achievement that they shared, that in the shout out, they have a lot of like achievements that they shared that they wouldn't have shared otherwise if there is no shout out. Okay, I think that's amazing, and people recognize the achievement. I think that's a 5. That's the only 5 I've given so far. How well did the club adhere to the agenda? 5. Is the club meetings information on the final club out of date? Yes. So please take a look at your final club, and I see in your Facebook page, like your meeting date and time is different. Like it says 2:30 in Facebook, like in the Facebook description, but I see there are Facebook posts, so that's good. And is this contact current? 601672599935.
Saya punya number.
Okay, it's your number and it's current, then it's good. Facebook good post. The links are working. Yeah. This. Yeah, it's
I think
good.
need to change. I think need to change the time. I also didn't realize that it's still stating. Thanks for mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good that you guys are working on social media. Overall, how would you rate this club experience? 4. One of the most welcoming clubs. Toast as the start is nice because people start drinking. It's nice. Also, it's a ritual. Zoom background. Most people are video on with no background. This is where I also disagree with Azim, right? Because other clubs are doing like good backgrounds and everyone has the same backgrounds. Why can't we just, is it wrong if we just have like no background like this? I was inspired to do no background because I see Nicholas's background. Oh, it's nice. Then why don't
exactly. I love Nicholas' background.
Yeah. Then it gives a different vibe, to have no background. It gives a more open vibe. It's like I'm not hiding anything, right? And most people's video are on. That means that the quality of the member, like the quality of the care of the members actually care about the meeting. It's like if 40 people attend but only 5 people on video, then only 5 people care about the meeting. That's how I would say. Will be really nice to convert guests. I think with the quality of this meeting, it will be really easy to convert guests. And food, do you since you guys are taking a laid back approach and it's a Saturday like lunchtime, like will you guys just do you think it's a positive if you guys just say, hey, okay, if you guys want to munch on some snacks or eat your lunch, it's okay, drink coffee.
We do a mukbang.
Virtual food.
Maybe spontaneous order KFC.
Yeah, to just like
grab order of KFC.
Like just give a like
already.
like just give a throwaway remark, right? You don't have to like have everyone show their food, but like just say at the start of the meeting, like this is if you want to double down on the cozy meeting, right? Just as Shirley said just now, like cozy and corporate, it's a spectrum that you have to choose where you want to be. Like if you want to double down on being a cozy meeting, just have a passing remark. If you want to snack, if you want to drink coffee, by all means, it's Saturday. Thank you.
I think today we missed out the music. We used to have music background, like cozy music.
Actually, I played it in the beginning. I played it in the beginning.
Only,
in the beginning because we don't have break, right? So don't have the background music. I played it at the beginning.
Yep. Now this one is the third part is club support. This is the one that I haven't filled because I don't know your club success plan. That's my failure to correspond with Melinda. So I'll need you guys help on this. How well has the club defined and adhere to the educational goals of its club success plan? What do you think? What's your
I think the success plan is mainly on the PCP part, right? So I think Oh, does Melinda want to go first? Sorry, I thought interrupted.
No, I was just saying yes. The first one, of course, is whatever our DCP or whatever that, baseline that we should achieve. Definitely that's what we want to do. And then
Yeah. I think educational goals,
Assuming that
I would
everybody,
say,
I think assuming everybody just continues to do their speeches and things like that, we would eventually hit it
Yes,
lah. Because even in last term
I agree.
also, that's how we just
I agree.
everybody just do their speech and just we will
Right.
eventually hit it. Maybe of course the qualifying thing is of course like what we say is always the net growth membership, right? That's the one that we otherwise the education points doesn't count, right? That's my understanding lah. Yeah, so
I have a doctor's appointment soon, so
okay.
this,
Sure, no problem. Let's wrap this up.
yeah, this has gone much longer than expected.
Yeah, no problem.
How well
Really
has the
appreciate your time. Sorry, Janice, let me give a remark. Actually, Janice, I just want to say that as an area director, I think you're very open. You are so open to the ideas of running this club, very millennial style. Because if we have gotten other more older ones come in, sometimes we felt that they are not so receptive to our ways of trying more creative ways to run meetings lah. We occasionally we do invite certain of the more traditional side to become our general evaluator and things like that, and the feedback come back is really will hantam one. They will say that that is not the way to do it. Like they want to stick to the old ways of doing it lah. But we know our members sometimes will appreciate certain. We love something fresh and something more creative, and something that is more personal to everybody, and like what Shirley said, something more friendly. So that sort of approach has worked so far quite well for Dynamic lah. So we kind of like appreciate that you're very open to accept our the ways of doing things so far lah.
Yes, because I work as a coach, I like every day I have to like adjust my point of view to the one I'm coaching, right? Okay. So how about this? Since this is all just yours, can I like leave it to you guys to fill this? Are there any additional goals which have been set by the club? Like, do you have plans for this? I'll just leave it. Let's just end the meeting here. I really need to go. I don't want to rush because this needs some time to properly do. But we already did what needs to be done together.
Yeah.
The first half, like the second half is whether you think you've been going well so far. Do you have any events? Oh, maybe this last one. Please list any specific challenges or areas of additional support that the club needs from the district or area director, which have not already been stated. So what support do you need from us?
I think people like you, people like Adam, and a few others have been providing us with the support. Since we always say that Dynamic has its origin and its DNA in coaching and things like that, and is now doing more online and things like that. Sometimes, how to say, if let's say certain coaching leaders from other more committed clubs are able to come in and build this together rather than everybody doing their own thing and stuff like that. Because I do visit other clubs to support, but sometimes when I ask people to come and support, I find it very hard. That means I don't mind to go and support them, but when I ask people to come and like help and things like that, funnily people will comment to me things like, "Hey, so long you never invite me to your club already," all these kind of things. But when I do invite them, they will say they are away, they're not available. If I book them for future, that's also the thing. So a lot of people give me a lot of lip service. When they need my help, I'll go and help them. But when I need them to come in to help, some of them will give me these sort of things. So I would say that Dynamic should be part of the ecosystem of the whole division or the coaching side, rather than we alone doing our own things or every other club are doing that, just doing their own things. We should have more kind of everybody coming to help everybody lah. That's how I look at it.
Yes.
Yeah. If there's one thing I can suggest, yeah.
So what I see from that is because people follow the big dogs, right?
Yeah.
People follow the kind of Datuk Johns, the Arifs, the Mirandas, the yes, if one of them gives a workshop in this club, like people will come. Like that's the nature of Toastmasters. So I think the big dogs call the big dogs for support, like get them to come. And yes, by then, but of course, but I use a but here because if suddenly like Datuk John comes and then we invite like 30 people to the meeting, like the quality of your club meetings will need to shine through. Like your job before this happens is to develop such a good quality meeting that people that come is like, hey, how come I never heard this club before? I want to join or I want to guess more, right?
Yeah, okay. We had organized events before. I mean, even something like Donna, kind of a workshop level and things like that. Usually we find that when it comes to big events, it falls a lot on the speaker, and there is not really much opportunity for people to kind of like get to know members, because online, like, unless you do breakouts where people can get the chance to like talk to the members and things like that. But if it's a one-way kind of a thing all the way, sometimes we can get the crowd in. Maybe once in a while, big event, open house, or those kind of things is still okay lah. So maybe mix in the bits. I think that will still work fine lah. But otherwise,
Mix it a little bit of
that means mix it a little bit of like maybe like big events. But having said that, big events, if you have to organize, also we have to kind of like, okay, this is based on past experience. That means we have to make sure that everybody's on board. Because once again, if there is only one or two organizers from the club doing everything, it also can become a bit more tiring. So it is something that we track carefully in Dynamic, because we also want to make sure everybody's doing it together, not just straining everything on one or two person, even though the ideas may be big. So maybe mix in a little bit. I guess everybody has to agree to do it together. If let's say we want to bring in crowd, big events, kind of a thing. Because we have done it in the past. It is possible. Dynamic, during my president term, we have put in around 30 plus people for an open house events. It is possible to be done, but we need everybody to be on board. That's my thought.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good like plan. Yes, I will see if I will relate this to Lucy and the division district directors. Anything else?
I think all good so far. All good so far. Anything else, we can always have a future meetings. I know you're rushing for your
and of course,
doctor's
you can
appointment.
just WhatsApp me, right? It's not just in this meeting. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Denison.
Okay. All right. So I will
and also
stop my
thanks
share.
to Shirley for giving us your feedback, and thanks to Shirley and Nicholas for staying with us to listen to our feedback discussion. But we really appreciate. This is the honest. This is the time we discuss honest things. This is the part where you see how we like really brainstorm. Thanks for contributing as well.
Okay. With that, I will need to go. Thank you, Nicholas, for staying the whole time. Is that kacang? Are you having kacang or
biscuit?
Cookies, crackers, biscuit.
Jacob.
Jacob or Mary?
Yeah, we should be the snacking club. Saturday snacking club. Yes.
Thank you,
okay.
guys.
I will need you guys' help on the second half, but later. Now I really need to go. Thank you for your time, and for being such a passionate exco. Yes.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, bye everybody.
Both of you for staying back. If of course any ideas or anything, please feel free to reach me and Nikki.
Yeah.
So thank you for staying committed and being here with us.
Yeah. No problem. Sorry, Nicholas. Is it Nicholas? Want to say something? Is it?
No. It was just something that Shirley said just now about the written thing. Do you guys have a email? Get email from people?
Right.
You mean the dynamic email? Is it?
No, like people's email, so you can let's say got event or whatever, send it out, that kind of thing. Mailing list
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Actually, I thought of turning on the Zoom registration so that people can drop their emails. I do not know what do you think? Is it a good idea? I hope you won't be like, hey, need to register email. Okay, I don't check.
Right.
But maybe we can use, because I know some other clubs are using that to collect email database so that we can send to them aside from just WhatsApping. We can try that out. I think we work based on whatever that's been joining us lately.
Okay.
We can give it a try.
Okay lah. I think that's about it.
Mm.
No, it was just thinking, it's like
Just a
sometimes
thought
also other groups will ask you to email them, register your email, then they will be like, oh, okay, every time got event or next meeting, they will just email you. I don't know.
Probably we can use that as an additional channel. But I do find that I'm not sure. I find that WhatsApp still has a higher reply rate compared to email, because email people just open up and I mean, for information purpose, announcement purpose, I think is perfectly okay. Sometimes but WhatsApp people high tendency to reply lah. But email we can use it as a secondary channel, just to like, okay, announcement, we got this meeting or event coming up. Here's a poster, something like that.
I have to leave, like, guys.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye,
Okay, bye-bye.
Right.
All right, see y'all.
All right,
Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Nicholas, Charlie,
Bye.
take care.
Bye.
Bye.